Hi folks, welcome. Good afternoon on this, well, I hope for you as well, shiny Sunday afternoon. You know, it's Sunday that I'm live streaming, and the reason it's a little bit earlier is because tomorrow is the first working day of the new week, and I would prefer to do the live stream earlier so I can do some other things. I'm not doing a weekly roundup this week either because all of my attention was devoted to Mass Effect in the past couple of weeks, and I don't really have too many news to share. Probably, hopefully, starting next week, we'll have the Bioware live stream. We'll have a lot more news about the upcoming Star Wars The Old Republic 5.2 from 4th of April, which is this Tuesday again. We'll have some new information about Mass Effect Andromeda from Bioware, so I'm really hoping to see big week upcoming in terms of news, updates, and interesting new information. Today I wanted to do an operation, but I saw that the listed in the group finder was Dread Palace, and the last time I did a live stream and an operation was Dread Palace, or, well, recently I mean, and I didn't want to do it again. Plus, for one reason or another, both of the Empire and Republic fleets were quite empty on the Red Eclipse server at this moment right now. I don't know why, I'm not really sure if everybody is waiting for the next patch, or it's supposed to be rush hour or a busy time right now. It's Sunday afternoon. People usually play this time during the weekend. What spec would I pick for Guardian PvP build? I don't play a Guardian, as you probably very well know, but my choice would be Vigilance, probably. Although I don't know how to play a tank, I would love to be able to do a tank role in PvP, but for that you probably need company, because solo queuing as a tank, I imagine, is not fun. Or at least that's what it looks like from the sides. So this guy is level 47, and I would like to get him to 50 as quick as possible by doing just the main missions. I'm currently on Belsavis, if you remember. If you don't, I'll remind you, I'm extremely slow with this guy. And I've given up of completing the series with standalone separate videos because they take 3 times more time and effort for me to create. And the interest wasn't so big, so I've decided to turn it to live streams for the last few or 10 levels and have a chance to converse with you guys live. Plus, for today's live stream, I have something special for my patrons in the end. Well, it's not so special, everybody knows what's going to happen if they are my patrons. And I wanted to combine 2 things in one by doing a live stream Star Wars The Old Republic and my March 2017 Patreon giveaway, which will be 2 Hypercrates this month, because all of my attention this month in March was devoted mostly to Mass Effect Andromeda, which means not many people have seen many of my Star Wars The Old Republic videos, since no new videos appeared, almost. And therefore my Cartel coins income was not very good. This means I can't afford to give more than 2 Hypercrates. In terms of story of this guy, why I'm eager to reach level 50, I want to do the story primarily, but level 50 will allow me to finally, I don't have it here, use an awesome lookalike armor set from the, I think it was crafted, it's here in my vault, but it looks like the old level 50 endgame gear. You know, with the pipes from the back, really cool looking armor. So I'm just gonna sell a few things so I can leave some space. Really? I have the Corellia Sheriff? Ooh.
Should the Rakul problem grow out of hand,
Please guys, come on, that was my regular April Fool's joke. Of course I'm not leaving the game, I have absolutely no intention to leave the game. The reason I'm putting out less number of videos than before is because Bioware is even more stingy with content, and I grew tired of showing the same things over and over again. So I've decided to experiment and enjoy myself with something new and different, but by all means I have absolutely no intention to leave Star Wars The Old Republic. In fact, I'm actually very actively preparing for 5.2, and I think I'll have very interesting and important information to show and share with you in both written and video form on day 1, with a live stream and with several new informative videos in terms of tutorials, news, updates, and guides. So stay around. The 11th of April is actually 9 days from now. I think that's more than enough empty spaces. What the hell is this? Ah, more trash, okay. My guy is using completely empty gear set because I'm level 47 and level sync is in progress everywhere. I do want to use one of... that's not bound to me. I have to use the bound ones first. There we go. That one. So I'm heading to Belsavis. Quickest way would probably be through my ship. How is everyone? You guys had a nice weekend? What were you busy with during your weekend? Well, it's not over. Of course, for many of you, it's probably still late morning of Sunday, so you have the whole Sunday in front of you. I can tell you a couple of words about the video yesterday. I've been waiting for... it's already unlisted, so you can't find it on the channel unless you have been my subscriber and you received an email about it. Or you can go on Twitter and see the link as well if you want to watch it if you've missed it. But my April Fool's joke yesterday was about me switching to WoW. And... no, thanks. I can go to Makepo already, but I don't want to. I've been waiting for several years to do that joke, and this year was the perfect opportunity because I haven't been creating too many SWTOR content videos lately, and I've had a perfect chance to fool as many of you. I'm glad that I managed, actually. Yes, I've lost about 10 to 15 people unsubscribing because of that video, or I think it was because of that video. But honestly, people who unsubscribed on an April Fool's joke, or because I've decided to switch my path, I don't need those kinds of people, so I can't really say that I regret them leaving. I would like people to stay here because of me as a personality, not just because of the game. Yes, I know the game is important. Working on Jedi Sentinel. What level is it now? Oh, you're leveling up. Hi, Fart. Right, I'm on Belsavis. Let's jump down and try to do the 2 quests without too many distractions. You can't play Andromeda. All it takes is a power plug, your TV, and your PlayStation. What's so hard about that? Just put the TV in the middle empty space, wherever you can fit it.
You want me to cut?
Whoa. Okay, fine. Skadge is fine for a healing companion. Who would imagine Skadge healing me? Another quick update about myself. I could tell you that I've finally decided to upgrade my video card. Because I've had the money saved from the previous few months, I was waiting for the release of 1080 Ti. And when I saw the amount of pressure the Mass Effect Andromeda puts on my video card and the slowness, the reaction when I'm live streaming the game, because when I'm not live streaming, the FPS is very steadily above 60 on the automatically recommended preset, which is something between high and ultra. But I like to experience everything on ultra, and thanks to, I would say, probably mostly my patrons because of their pledges, and of course because of my earnings from YouTube, I was able to save in the past few months enough money for a new video card upgrade, and now I have to see tomorrow actually if it's available here, because I don't know if it's been imported into Bulgaria yet. It's very likely that it's not yet, which means I might have to import it myself for an extra small fee, or maybe wait another week or 2, or God knows how long. Aha, the issue of one TV. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. So let's go there. Where few follow. Oh no, that's the mission for the tomb. I don't want to go to the tomb. I would like to follow the path and go do the target-rich environment first. How does that sound? I haven't played my bounty hunters, well, since the last live stream that you guys saw, which I believe was more than maybe 2 months ago? 1 month for sure. Very long time indeed. The good news is that I don't think I've forgotten how to play, at least not the basics of the class. I mean, I've researched more than enough for my guide, and while researching I've learned new things as well. But having no practice is definitely going to pay off today. Give the family books to read while you play Mass Effect Andromeda on the one TV. I like that. That's a good suggestion. I'm sure if you were in their place, you would do exactly that, Zen. Well, because Belsavis is a damn maze, I could easily cut probably this corner here, but for today I've decided to just follow the damn paths and have the map opened all the time. Let me see who amongst you guys is not excited about 5.2 and IOCAT. I don't see why anybody wouldn't be excited, but who knows? Defeat Reiki, and that would be the one. Oh. Oh, wait, I'm low level. I can't move while doing this. Hello, HQ. Why do I have a feeling that my sound is way too quiet? Let me see. Do you have a feeling that the in-game sound is quiet on the stream too? Or is it just for me? One target defeated. One more. Is it Death Pathway? Let's see. I also think that Belsavis is one of the best planets, both in story and design, but I've said that story so many times. You probably heard it as well, Trio. I've spent far too much time and effort on Belsavis because it was the first and only daily area. Not counting Ilum, obviously. Ilum was also a daily area upon launch of the game. But Belsavis was the real daily area. Well, okay, I'm actually describing that wrong. I don't mean the Section X. I mean the normal daily quests on Belsavis, up in the tomb area, you know, up into the north section of the planet. That's what everybody was doing for money, for tokens, for something else. Vulkk, don't throw me. Vulkk's not getting old. I mean, as a matter of fact, my viewing capabilities are actually going down, but that's not since today. That's from more than 6 years ago when I established that my eyesight is actually dropping its capabilities. My brother took me to a Manchester United game at Old Trafford. And of course, because we were guests, we don't have season tickets or anything. We barely managed to get some tickets on a corner sector, way up into the sky, meaning very high above. Oh, 2 more defeats, really? And I realized that without glasses, I was nearly unable to watch and see what's happening down on the pitch. It was really scary. I really hope. I'm playing the game again without background sound, and I'm thinking, I hope that Bioware is not going to hear that, or if they hear, they won't punish me for saying it's not exactly a spoiler, but the soundtrack for the new patch is really good. I mean, there is nothing new, groundbreaking or such. It's just that I highly advise you guys to put on, and on a high level, the background music when you are exploring the new content in patch 5.2. It's gonna be worth it, I think. And I'm so very much missing the background music all the time when I play Star Wars The Old Republic. It's just ridiculous with the Disney restrictions and their robots on YouTube. It's like half a game when you play something Star Wars and you can't listen to the music. Travel to the tomb. Let's go discover the next spawn area, I think, or med center or camp. Imperial remote post, okay. I need to go a little bit closer. From here, probably, yeah. I don't think actually I'm going for a 4K, not at least for another 2 years or so. I'm absolutely happy with 1440p, and I honestly think that on 27-inch 4K is ridiculously ugly. Not ugly, ugly is not the right word. I'm looking for unpleasant and uncomfortable. That's exactly my feeling when I see a 27-inch screen with 4K display. I'm perfectly fine with 1440p. I have absolutely no issues with anti-aliasing or anything like that. Right, yeah. Do you know how far away I need to stand to be able to watch 50 screen? I'm currently on about 70 centimeters from my 27-inch screen, and I feel that it's perfectly fine. For a 30 or 32-inch screen, I would need to move at least half meter backwards to be able to see it properly. It's brilliant pleasant. And unless I go for a double 1080 Ti, I will not be able to play with decent frame rate any game, any modern game.
Let me see.
I'm nearly finished with my God knows what number of playthrough of The Witcher 3, and I'm about to start the New Game Plus again for the first time since actually Blood and Wine was released, because CD Projekt Red made a ton of changes, and I think I'll save that for when I get my new card. Obviously with it I'll have to do a fresh reinstall of Windows. Hi Christian. It's the same problem as when they first did 1080p widescreens. The scaling isn't right. I don't really remember what was it back then. I wasn't really following the tech at this time when 1080p was brand new and innovative.
Just be ready with my pay. Of course, Hunter. The Empire will gladly oblige.
Welding glass. Yeah, probably.
Group 1 left for Vault 914.
Because I've been testing my GPU in the past couple of days, preparing for a purchase and actually checking if it's worth spending so much money. As I told you, I can play perfectly fine Mass Effect Andromeda with well above 60 FPS without live streaming. But the moment I turn on any of my streaming software, it gets at least 15 to 20 frames down, which at times falls actually below 60 and even below 50, which is noticeable. Yeah, I know many of you guys and me as well play SWTOR in group content where FPS drops down to 30 and below 30 and we still feel happy. That shouldn't be happening, by the way. During my testings in the last couple of days, I've established that SWTOR still doesn't manage to use the full potential of my video card. The maximum load I've seen is about 50-ish%, and that's just ridiculous. CPU is never getting above 30 or 40% when I'm playing SWTOR. Well, with the CPU, it's actually a different case. As long as my motherboard, RAM, and CPU are intact and working, I don't think I should be needing an upgrade for CPU or any of the other two components. In the next maybe couple of years at least, CPU is a good upgrade for the sake of quicker and faster and easier rendering, because the new CPUs do benefit for that. That's very good to hear. It was lovely that so many of you guys admitted that I managed to fool you partially or completely until you saw the comment. Or actually, I can urge all of you, check back the link for that video from yesterday and stop during the logo screen in the very beginning of Vulkk. Read the small text and you'll get the 100% clue whether this is a joke or not. Nobody reads those mini texts. I've been putting them for a very long time and not always changing them, by the way. Sometimes I just forgot from video to video to change the text to something new and related to the new video. Or sometimes I might leave a weird text about Star Wars on a Mass Effect video, which is not intentional, or I should say not always intentional. But on that video, I put it, it's not a hint, it's a direct statement. This is April Fool, don't believe it. And yet so many of you did. It's actually good. But that's what April Fool is. I never joke about information on my channel. I do silly things from time to time, but never with information. I never serve false information about myself or the games I care about and play. So this is my only chance. And as I've said, I've been waiting for a very, very long time to pull off the WoW joke, and it was the perfect opportunity this year. I was absolutely fully aware that many of you will get pissed and leave and unsubscribe, but that's totally fine with me. Maybe you will see some of those folks returning when they realize that I'm not actually switching to WoW. Last year's joke, was that with my outfit? Investigate the vault. Bonus quest, eliminate 10 of those guys. 10 of those guys is easy to do. Wow, Scotch actually has funny lines.
You got something to kill or what? Don't push it. Time to run amok.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Keep 'em coming.
Oh, is that the new effect? This one. Tell me, is the explosive dart animation effect being changed, and when exactly? I do not remember it like this. Or is it just me not playing that class for a long enough time to forget? It does appear like it's been changed. Oh, of course. The best part was that I was changing class, yeah. I forgot about that. That was back in the days when me and Jim were constantly arguing, well, friendly arguing, of course, which one of the Jedi Knight class, advanced classes is better. We had that argument and joke all over my live streams and during raids. No, of course I'm not really quitting the game. If I was, you would be watching WoW content right now. Don't worry, it's an April Fool's joke. Welcome to the Vault security station. Oh, a force wielder. The guys from Corellia and Run Radio played my clip yesterday during the live recording of the newest episode. They surprised me. They were actually doing an April Fool's live stream as well, showing another game, Candy Crush Land or something. Never heard of it, but it felt awesome. Oh, look. Ah, that was too damn short. Okay. Let's continue. Right, I'm only doing the class mission. And let's see, where is the next place to go? I should teleport myself, you know. Would make things quicker. I really love the animations and playstyle of the Mercenary. But I also love the heavy cannon and the badass positioning for the Republic Commando with that heavy cannon. Hey, Miles. I won't die. Oh, pfft. Wasn't high enough for me to die. Okay, let's go there. I will do a cut story with both of my Knight and Marauder. I mean, Sentinel and Marauder. I haven't actually decided about the Trooper. Why do you ask about the Trooper specifically? My Trooper hasn't done Eternal Throne yet. I think I haven't even started.
You want me to call you mommy?
Okay, that's close enough. Notice me! Shout out to Swifty, you've been noticed. So what do we have here? One of the guys to be defeated, and that would be the other guy. Okay, let's go. I think you used to play your Sage Zen before they nerf Alacrity at level 50 way more than you played your so-called main Shadow tank back then. Okay, now though, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. How do I get there? Stop chasing me, please. There we go. How do I get there? I should have gone from here, probably. Not teleporting myself. I don't remember the map, obviously. Probably through here. Let's see. No, that's where I came from. Maybe up top. Oh, okay. Hi. Okay. Let's see. Manually walking is probably better, since I don't really have the damn map opened. Take the match. Was it 50-60% alacrity? I thought it was more. Okay, let's go there. And let's see, where did they teleport me now? Okay. Let's see how I get from here. He's got one joke about my mommy, and he keeps repeating it. Okay. In we go. Oh, because of Dawn. Okay, that actually makes it very, very viable and a must do. I want to see my beloved wife returning. That's the only romance. Yes, you remember very well, actually better than me. This is the only character of all of my ults and mains that has a romantic relationship with a companion. Desperately wanted to marry Alara Dorn, because that would make her less boring. And if you guys remember, I hope you do, in the beginning she was the only healing companion, and as a DPS badass commando I've always played with a healing companion next to me. That looked like a Spider-Man effect, you know? Which armor is this? Ooh, I'll tell in a moment. It's not as good looking armor as the one I will equip at level 50, so stay tuned. An armor overview outfit video is incoming when this guy reaches level 50. That's the name, Mandalorian Seeker? Nice, you remember it.
Nobody shoot, truce.
It's a very old lookalike set.
Settle our differences, but not right here.
Is it? No, it's not lookalike, it's actually an original set.
Drop the blaster barrels.
I'm not putting down anything until these Imperial scum stay right where I put them. Maybe you never saw the footage, but I was there when they sacked Coruscant.
What do you mean Power
You know
Ranger?
how many
No.
civilians died from the
The
bombings
armor that
alone?
I'm going to
Helped to
equip...
spoil their rescue.
Oh, the outfit, not the
Permanently.
armor. The outfit I'll have
Now
at
go
level
quietly.
50 is not Power Ranger one. It's actually a badass
I
comic
try not to
look-alike.
break the hand that feeds me.
From comic books, I mean,
Can't
not
blame the
comic
guy
as a
for
funny
trying.
one.
Fan out.
It's like the through seat armors we've seen in those old classic Star Wars comics. Oh, hello.
We're just
Hey, where are you going?
warmed up.
Ignore. Ah, no, 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 no. Damn you. Oh, ad spawning, really? That's one complicated fight. And my allies are not doing anything there in the background. Lovely. Hey, George. So the droids were actually protecting him, or the buff just expired?
I was so close. So close.
I would know who you are and how it is you came to our rescue.
Hello, Lord Voss.
I would
Who
know
are
who
you?
you are and how you came to be in my face.
Andreas Thos, leader of Operations Group 1. You will address me as my lord. You're obviously
I
not
forgot
with
to
the
check the
Republic.
name of the
I
armor set.
assume the Empire was
The
able to
trio
break
seems
through
confident that
alien
it's the
filth.
Mandalorian Seeker.
Have our forces been able to free the Dread Masters?
The rescue operation's still in progress.
At least you've given me a second chance. We're standing on potential reinforcements numbering in the thousands. I must see to their release. Carry on with your business, but stay out of my way.
Been thinking about this since you dumped me on this rock, Zaley boy. Got it all worked out how you're gonna go.
Aren't you gonna do something? You came here for me. What about your bounty?
Huh. The nasty number 3 or the bounty hunter nasty number 1?
Never said I had to take you alive.
No. Please, no. No.
Why the black screen, damn it? Come on, show us some
This
action.
is yours. I got all the fun I'm gonna out of it.
Left me enough to clean up.
Like you need all of him. You ain't so bad for a runt. You got style. I figured joining up with you's my best shot of getting off of this rock. What you say? I'll kill for you.
I don't think he will agree to that
Fine,
one.
but I'll be keeping you on a short leash.
Yeah, lead the way. Let's get
Oh,
the
he
stash
agreed.
I was talking about and blow this joint.
That's not exactly in his character, is it? Ah. Not allowed to use one inside. Well, will that result in a quicker save load moment? Oh. Oh wait, I can teleport. Or do I want to teleport? Let's see, get out of here. You actually want to go here back to the Imperial remote post. Let's see. Imperial remote post, that one. Because engine problems, what's that related to? I forgot what I said. Oh, I've got the Harbinger set on. That's nice. And the Harbinger set again. Hmm. What the hell is happening here? Oh, whatever the game was doing to me, apparently I didn't click the correct one. Mandalorian Seeker, of course you're correct. What did I want to say about that suit? I forgot my thought about it. It looks cool though, yeah. I can definitely agree. I don't like the backpack. I never like backpacks. I mean, almost never. There are some of them that really do look cool, but they're more like an exception to the rule. Hi, Kaneki. That doesn't look high enough. Ooh, close one. 86% HP taken away.
We're just getting warmed up.
Come on, light up. One entrance here. Wait, what? Oh, okay. And 2 targets out in the open. Alright. Plus, I might have a chance more than 5 years after the release of the game to finally have a chance to discover one of these special tokens, gems. What were they called? The little cubes spread around Belsavis that allow you to do the datacron here. I never ever found one. And my total search time is somewhere around 10 to 12 hours, probably, maybe more. Been roaming around Belsavis, checking green fields, green places. Oh, ridiculous. Any of you guys ever found one of those tokens? They used to be sold on GTN as well, I believe. Not sure if they are still available on GTN, or maybe nobody finds them anymore, nobody cares, or just Bioware forbids those to be sold. Yeah, I shouldn't be jumping here. Well, every game has low requirement. Oh, you mean low as in low enough so you can try it out? I don't think so. Every modern game has a more or less relation with some company about CPU or GPU demands. I think that Bioware could have done a lot better job with tuning the Frostbite engine for Mass Effect Andromeda, but they did pump it up on purpose. So Nvidia can sell more of the 1080 and 1080 Ti's. That's not the case with Star Wars The Old Republic, though, no. It's entirely different reason here. Totally Bioware's fault. They're bound. Oh, that's why you don't see them on GTN. Hey, Mike. It took you 4 days to find, what was that, 5 of them, I believe? Or 3, 5 of them, I think you needed. No, 4. Oh crap, I don't remember. But anyway, 4 days, you're still lucky. Hi, Jim. No, they will never implement, and why I'm telling you this, because they stated that back even in 2010, 2011. The game is not going to have a day-night cycle, it's not going to have an active atmosphere effects. Because, well, the real reason I think is because the engine cannot handle it. But Bioware explains it with the huge amount of personal decision from the designers. How to implement each one of the planets, each specific scenery and area of the planets, and they wanted those places to look amazing always. And they cannot achieve that with random atmospheric effects and other things. Ah, that's the thing. Oh, that's the thing over here. So we've got 4 slots for 4 of these tokens. Good to know. Obviously, I'm not here for the Datacron.
You want me to call you, Mommy?
Right now, I'm honestly hoping the game to be able to survive past the 2017. With the release of this upcoming operation and the bosses being scheduled one per update, I'm thinking what would be the major update for this upcoming winter? There's always been an update every winter, and the way I'm calculating it, somewhere around October, between October and December, we should have the 5th boss of the upcoming IOCAT operation. Does that mean we're not receiving a new expansion? However small it may be, it has to be an expansion. And it doesn't make sense if an expansion includes a final boss of an operation, does it? But who knows? Vulkk is causing a problem for Zen. Don't tell me you're thinking about coming back again. I can't really handle you coming back 6th time. Or leaving 6th time. I forgot which one is it. Come on, man. I've made my peace. Yeah. Yesterday on Twitter, Jim teased me about him and Praetorian returning. Jim is my healer from Solstice. Jim is actually here. Hi, Jim. And Praetorian used to be our main tank in the Solstice raid team. Both of them returning sounds so very dream and so very nice. I don't know if Sam is still playing. He came back for a while, but I think he left again. Hey, Fen. Frostbite is too much for Bioware. What other engine do you think they should have used? Oh, wow. Like that. Oh yeah, you told me that you're both playing Mass Effect multiplayer. I'm not really sure if I want to start multiplayer now. I still have a ton to experience, and There is a positive thought from Revan. Star Wars The Old Republic is a great MMO. It's a great game, not a great MMO, I think. Oh yeah, the wonders I was seeing when I was playing Doom 4. Whatever they did, Doom 4 flies and looks fantastic. I don't know if it's because everything was polished, the details were amazing, but it was just textured details. There was not too many flora, fauna, moving things on the ground, you know, trees and grass. These things were more or less absent because Doom is not in this kind of a world. Look at the Blade Masters, silly me. The Dread Masters in the back. We should be focusing during this because that's actually a major point for half of Star Wars The Old Republic's history. The Dread Master cycle. I don't think there will be a SWTOR 2. I'm really hoping that the upcoming secret Star Wars RPG or whatever it's gonna be, action game from... what was that company that develops it? I hope that it will be a good game. It's not advertised in an MMO, and it doesn't need to be an MMO. Help me out, guys. What was the name of that title? Oh, they keep rechanneling then. Okay. Come on, come on. Viscero. Viscero was the studio. Did someone say, or I came up with it myself? I came up with it myself. Nice of me. Viscero was the studio that's working on a new secret Star Wars game project. I do agree on the part that Zen said that Star Wars The Old Republic set an extremely high border or standard, not just for MMOs though, for games overall. Since 2011, can you imagine, guys, a game that became a huge hit? I mean, not a hit amongst your friendship community or amongst the people from this country because the game is from that country. Every single huge game that has been released since 2011 has actually been fully voiced over. I don't think any non-voiced over game has a chance, even if it's amazing gameplay-wise and its story is really fantastic. The fact that they are not voiced over means that they're a second-hand game now. I know it sounds wrong, but that's the reality. We've been spoiled very seriously by Bioware. Oh, gotta speak to Raptors. Shh.
You dare seek control over the Dread Masters?
Maciła jest, Zitke lamst, mietke inti.
Fear.
Jatat, kienet rebiat.
None can contain us, not this prison, not the Republic, and certainly not these creatures. You'd still be the Eshka's playthings if not for me. Fear. We are the Dread Masters. Show your respect. I thought you were supposed to be scary. I'm barely breaking a sweat. Lovely. Enough. Releasing us from the Eshkar's grip warrants some degree of mercy.
Blasters ready, men! Down the imps and capture the Dread!
More guests. Splendid.
That lump in your throat, it's panic. Think on what will happen next. Show the Republic the true meaning of terror. First, the pupils dilate, muscles tighten, hysteria replaces rationality, and then... the mind shatters. I see why the Empire fought so hard to free you. Commander Callum, the Dreadmasters are ready for extraction.
Incredible work. Consider your contract fulfilled, Hunter. I am Commander Callum, my lords. It's my honor to ensure your safe passage off Belsavis. An evacuation team awaits you in minimum security.
Good. We'll strike out at once. But first, we terrorize the Eshkar. You have served the Empire well, Mercenary. We are truly impressed.
The Dreadmasters aren't known for their compliments, but I agree with their assessment. All that remains is your debriefing. I will await your company aboard the space station. Commander Callum, out.
Okay, two quick things I have to apologize. First, for having to watch me during the cutscene because I forgot to turn the camera off. And second, for not being able to answer you guys from the chat for a couple of minutes. I want to focus on this scene, and I want to talk about the genius team that worked on Star Wars The Old Republic prior to the release of the game. Most of these guys left or were forced to leave for whatever reason several years ago when the EA decided to scrap half of the team working on the game. This is the bounty hunter story on Belsavis, and if you've played the game or seen at least some content about it, you know that more than 2 years the Dreadmasters were a big part of the Star Wars The Old Republic story. They were the huge enemy that we were discovering and fighting against. And here, in a small level, I don't know, 40-something quest, we actually see how we free them up, we learn about their origins. Yes, I think Trio mentioned here in the chat, they used to have different helmets, less detail, less of those spiky things on top of their heads, but the design of the Dreadmasters overall was the same, the voiceover is the same, they look awesome, they sound awesome. For 2017, the texture and the detail on their dressing is a little bit silly, especially now that I've played Mass Effect Andromeda and I see every single texture in such a high quality. But let's not throw away. I love how everything was bound together and how little clues were leading us for what's coming next. None of us, when playing this story or this planet or this class or anything while leveling, none of us had the idea of how things would turn up later. When we met Kefes, I had to mention Kefes, come on, he's the greatest character of the whole Star Wars The Old Republic game. When we met Kefes for the very first time, we had absolutely no idea that he will become the absolute fan favorite. Well, who doesn't love Kefes? Come on now. I was really having much higher hopes for Malgus, for example, simply because I own the collector's edition and the metal statue is still sitting right there behind me. I absolutely loved Malgus and the idea of having him as the new villain or emperor, or at least some kind of a big-time leader. Back on the Dreadmasters, there were 5. Their story spread throughout several operations, Flashpoints, High Dock, mini story arcs, and all of this starts here from a small, what looks like a not very important class quest in the middle of the leveling process on Belsavis. Damn, Bioware, we need more things like this connected. We need these things to come back to the game. I personally could live without a new operation. I've made my peace. I will probably not even bother with the hard mode and nightmare mode of the new operation. I don't know if I should be calling it an operation. It will not be such, at least until October, November, December, until we got all of it put together and released finally. I would be definitely willing to sacrifice yet another year for no content, for no group content, if Bioware brings back the class quests. I know that this is supposed to be an MMO. I loved Star Wars The Old Republic as an MMO for so many years. But for one reason or another, in the past few years, I've actually kind of started changing my mind in terms that I value the story of the Old Republic more, even though it's not canon, even though we don't see it anywhere else, nobody talks about it outside of our Star Wars The Old Republic community. I love reading these things, I love enjoying the story and the setting. I'm a huge fan of The Old Republic, and whenever Netflix finally decides to bring that damn animated or something else, maybe not animated, maybe live action TV series, I will be the first person to subscribe to the damn network again, despite the fact that it's a ridiculously poor library in Bulgaria and very expensive, high price. I will be the first one to support, to watch the damn Old Republic show. So that's what I wanted to say. I will probably upload this small portion of my talking to myself segment because I want more people to see the cutscene with releasing the Dreadmasters, and I want some of you, hopefully, to reach the second part of this video. Light side is winning. So I can hear your opinion, guys. Here in the live chat, please let me know what you think of the Dreadmaster story. How many of you were around during the development of the Dreadmaster story in front of us with each one of the updates? It all starts here, goes through more or less SOA, because SOA in one form or another is related to Belsavis. Then we go with Kefes, we go through the real fights with the Dreadmasters in Scum and Villainy, and after that with the Dread Fortress and the Dread Palace. This was a truly amazing story arc that developed in, I said a moment ago, over 2 years, but I'm not really sure. Is it 2 years? It feels more like 2.5 years. Let's see. Dread Fortress and Dread Palace were released in the autumn of 2013, I believe. So, 2.5 years. Okay. That's what I wanted to say. Let's see. Magus is hitting Vulkk. What the hell do you mean by that? There was a question. I don't play. That question was answered by someone else. But I'll say it again. I don't play the Battlefront games. I do have it installed for free as part of the Origin Access, which I subscribed to a couple months ago. But I don't really play the game because I own only the basic game, not the expansions and the DLCs and such. And I've not been a huge first-person shooter fan since at least 10 years, I think. Maybe more than this. Did I miss anything else from the chat? We do have a single ops boss already. We've got 2 of them, right? The dreaded Tuboro on Makeb and the Colosso on Ziost. Those are the 2 single boss operations that we have. One of them is insanely annoying while the group is gathering, and the amount of time it takes for the group to gather there, even if it's a guild group, it still takes too damn long for the duration of the fight. It's very boring and repetitive fight as well. I'm talking about the Tuboro's Courtyard. And the other one, the Colossal Monolith on Ziost, is so very laggy. And for some reason, I haven't been there in a very long time, actually. Don't know if that changed. But when we were trying it with our group, it seemed that after each wipe, the FPS was dropping down a segment. And after 3 or 4 wipes, it was becoming literally unplayable. God forbid for 16-man. I don't even think I've beaten that in hard mode in 16-man, only story mode. It is literally unplayable for me, and I do have a very powerful hardware configuration. Maybe not extreme high-end for today's standards, but for the standards of this game, it's ridiculously overpowered and should be able to handle 16 people bashing on one monster. So, yes, Vulkk lives in Bulgaria. Who's asking? Who is asking? Come visit Bulgaria. It's a lovely place to visit, not so much to live in. And no, if some dumbass tells you that it's a third world country, no, it's not. It's heading there, but it's not there yet. And that was my side stroll. I'll calm down and I'll come back to the regular gameplay. I'm KGB. Don't give away my secret identity, man. What did we agree when I hired you as my double agent? Yeah. No, I don't think you got that much of a difference when facing the door. Yeah, the purple things, the crates, I don't know, what were they called? Those special things that you don't want to step on. They really do take a huge chunk of your FPS. The first scary part? What are you talking about? What's the first scary part? What did I miss, Jimmy? Why would you think I live in the US? Well, for one reason or another, more than 50% of my audience here on YouTube and on my website is actually from US. So if that made you think, because I don't know why actually, nothing is really aimed at this region or that region. Or maybe I have such an awesome accent that you thought, okay, he can fit as a US citizen. I don't even stream or upload my content in US prime time. An imp with a dress. That makes me think of Tyrion Lannister with a dress. Ugh. And of course, the biggest downside for the clip we watched with the Dreadmasters has to be the fact that I did not include the background music, but I knew from the moment it started that I wanted to have it as a standalone video on YouTube for some of you guys to see it if you haven't seen it before. So I didn't want to include the music, scared that Disney might lock the whole video and make me fight for it for a month or so. Someone asked during the cutscene if the bounty hunter story is good. Yes, it's not the best one the game has to offer. If you've never played the game, if you happen to be a new player, or if you haven't played the Jedi Knight and the Sith Warrior stories, those are the first I advise you to start with. The bounty hunter feels like a bounty hunter story. Thank you, Revan. I like it too. Hey Craig, how are you doing? Whoa. Okay, one target down, one more. Let's see. All the way to the other corner. None of these guys should be able to take me down, so I can run through them. So the quests of the Dreadmasters should have been probably level 43, looking at the mobs levels around me here. I can jump. Thanks, Brent. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Don't play like a Witcher, dude. You can jump from this high and survive. Where did they bring me? Okay, that's not too much of a setback. How am I? I'm a little bit short on weekend time. I spent most of my day outside yesterday, and by outside I don't mean hanging around and having fun. So I kind of actually couldn't benefit from my whole weekend. And this morning during breakfast, I sat down to watch a Mass Effect Andromeda video. And it was one of the negative videos filled with bugs, glitches, and all kinds of weird things that would put you off from the game. Unfortunately, the damn subconscious actually started believing those things, even though I've got probably 100 hours or so invested into Mass Effect Andromeda already. But even despite that, the fact that I know what the game, what is good about the game and what's bad about it, I tend to just not have a mood for logging into Mass Effect. I wanted to do another boss fight this morning after breakfast. That was my plan. So I highly advise you guys, when you plan to play a game, don't watch videos, negative videos about it. Whoa. Outside's dangerous, yeah. We actually have a very weird half season, half summer, half spring season at the moment. From a very severe cold winter, full of snow and very low temperatures, we almost immediately went up to 20 plus, 25 plus degrees day temperature. Which, that's of course Celsius, and that's quite high for March, I have to tell you. So it's very unusual, and it's really dangerous to be outside. Because our bodies can't adapt, the human body, not mine and yours, the human body can't adapt to the changing temperature so quickly, and many people are actually prone to getting ill, catching viruses and stuff. No, it wasn't yours actually. Because of Easter coming, there is a special religious time of the next 2 or 3 weeks where we can't actually do special events about our lost relatives, and it's upcoming 1 year since the passing of my uncle. So yesterday we went to his grave, and I don't know how to say it in English. Celebration is definitely not the word I would have to use, but there is a special Christian event that we have to perform for 1 year since the passing of our beloved people, and that's what we did yesterday. So where am I going now? Back down, really? Is it? Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm going back down. Is it Memorial? I really don't know how it's called. The game did feel like Mass Effect to me, definitely. The buggy animations and movement issues from time to time, they weren't such a big problem. It was a big problem, the fact that the game is much more demanding than I was expected, and I had issues making it perform above 60 frames per second while live streaming. And I've been spoiled lately playing games that scale up very well, except for Star Wars: The Old Republic, obviously. I played a lot of games that scale very nicely for my hardware components, and I struggled quite a bit when Mass Effect made me drop below. Grang? Who the hell is this? Colonel Grang? Is that? I don't want to do this. I just want to do this. 1,000 pardons. Bring Skadge to the contraband container. Well, okay, let's go to the container. Memorial service. Okay, I've learned how to say that in English. Thank you. You didn't watch my yesterday video, Rico. I was expecting you would be the one and first, at least, if not one, the first person to point out the very obvious hint from the small text. You're the only person that seemed to be reading those small text on my videos. Or at least you comment on them from time to time. We have one after 40 days, we've got one on the 6th month, on the 1st year, and then every year. Or at least those are the ones we did for my uncle. If there are any more of those, then we probably just didn't do them. Nice troll, Jim. How am I still alive with... No. It hasn't dropped down to minus 30. The lowest I think we had this winter was minus 15 to minus 17 or something like that. And those very low temperatures during our winter were usually in the middle of the night when all of us are comfortably sleeping in our homes. How do I get there? Oh, it's up here. No, I'm not having a break from the game. I haven't played it in about 10 days because I was very heavily focusing on Mass Effect. I finished the story of Mass Effect and now I'm coming back to Star Wars: The Old Republic to keep experiencing. I've actually never stopped playing it. I've been preparing, I can't say details because Bioware wouldn't allow me, but I've been preparing myself for the release of the new content so I can have some things to show and tell you guys on 11th of April. I haven't left the game, I haven't stopped it, I have not unsubscribed, I have no plans to do that. The fact that I'm not showing a SWTOR video every day is Bioware's fault, because they don't allow me to show something new every day. And of course, because the interest is dwindling, I'm not interested in spending 3 days working on a video that won't be watched in enough people to satisfy me as a creator and the viewers.
Grab everything. Let's go.
I know. What the hell? I know a guy who went to Bulgaria to blow up a car for a film. What do you mean? Why did he need to go to Bulgaria? Is it cheaper or easier to blow up stuff here? And what movie would that be? Does it have a title yet? Speak to Lieutenant Horn to Lieutenant... What the hell did I say? Speak to Lieutenant Horn in your ship's airlock on Belsavis. For those of you who haven't played the game, always keep attention to the damn text in the objective. You don't go straight to your ship, you have to go to the silly airlock. Cantina or lodgement. We're off Belsavis. I think that's good news. April 4th. No, I think they will announce the first DLC and hopefully a patch containing a ton of fixes on 4th of April. We're talking about Mass Effect, right? Yep. I also hope that they do have a solution to all of the hardware-related issues the game has. Frostbite is not supposed to be that demanding. I've played Battlefront, I've played... no, I've not played... I've seen benchmark and test videos for Battlefield, both of these games have the same engine, even though Battlefront is now 2 years old, 1.5 years old. No, 2 years old. Oh, whatever. It's not supposed to be that much more demanding, Frostbite. My ship. Let's go to my ship. No, I don't do story with other folks, man. It's not pleasant. Unfortunately, the story in Bioware's games is not designed to be experienced with other folks. Maybe next time, if I decide to do some group content, I would love for you to join me. I don't see a point doing story with someone else, unless it's the, let's say, for example, the higher difficulty chapters for Fallen Empire and Eternal Throne. If you can't defeat something alone, you can ask a friend to come and join you, just for the sake of the achievement, because the story is again only one-sided. The second person can only kill stuff and watch the conversations.
You here to take barrels off my hands?
Para Rider 2.0. I think they will announce the first DLC to be the Korean arc. I'm very confident of it. I haven't found any clues as to an upcoming DLC, except that one for the Korean arc.
Imperial intelligence. Keep in touch.
And I allowed the Koreans in the previous trilogy to have their own minds. I freed them up, allowed them to join me. I've heard it's 130 or 130 something, the maximum level. I'm not sure if that's for the normal game or for New Game Plus or overall. I'm level 41 or 42, so very far away from level cap still. And I've tried Lance as an active ability, by the way, because a few of you guys suggested it very actively. No, it's not good. I don't like it. I mean, throw is better, in my opinion. Maybe it's not good enough because I make the choice to have Lance not require downtime or cooldown. Doesn't have a cooldown, but it takes my shields. That's really not cool. My gear is not designed for this. Which expansion are you playing?
What's the matter, girlie? Scared?
That's why you're playing the trooper. I should play my trooper indeed.
The Hawk's sticking around.
Why not start with the
I
trooper?
suggest everyone get acquainted.
Name's Skaggs. Don't forget it.
Whatever, creep.
Whatever, creep. That's it.
Treat?
Screw him over.
Don't you worry, I've got it committed to memory.
Are we done?
Guess teamwork's too much to ask on day one.
You've been a busy boy. Too busy. You should spend more time with your loved ones before they're gone. I'm extending you an invitation. An opportunity to appreciate what you have before you lose it. But if the boy's less close to you than we thought, it really doesn't matter.
I think I might actually do a poll. I believe I did the same one for... if not for Fallen Empire, I'm sure I did one for Eternal Throne. So in the very next coming days, I'll share a poll with you guys to let me know what would you prefer to watch me do first. Obviously, those of you who would be joining to watch the live streams and everything else. Should it be the Sentinel, the Marauder, or the Commando?
Hate to say it, but
you don't need, and hi Zedax, you don't actually need, if you haven't seen my video guys, that's been announced by Eric Musco a few days ago, you don't need to have done Fallen Empire or Eternal Throne. You can jump to the Iocat, story content right away, as long as you're level 70. But it's highly recommended to have done those chapters for the sake of story spoilers. If you don't care about them, and you just want to grind reputation and whatever else will be available, you're absolutely free to do that. Oh, time to go to hot? Wait, why hot? Okay, yeah. Let's go to hot. Oops. I shouldn't do things like that on a webcam. Chewing my pen. It's a damn good pen. I need to buy a spare one. Just in case I chew it out or lost it. I'm still excited about having seen again, for only the third time in my life. Wait, yes, I think it was the third time. The Dreadmasters scene.
We're just getting warmed up.
I don't remember what follows here now. I've done the origin story of the Bounty Hunter twice. Once actually playing for the story, the second time I was playing for gameplay purposes and to research the gameplay of the character, but both of these times were a very long time ago. So right now I feel like I don't know what the hell is happening with No Strings Attached quest. Go to the rendezvous point. Ah! Okay, I clicked on the same one. It's always a disaster when you reach the shuttle and you accidentally click the wrong button and you go back to your ship. I always wonder, those of you folks who do that, just like you described it, Craig, how do you manage to survive through all of these hours of content that I'm producing and publishing later as a recorded version? I know it's hard. I myself watch other people's videos and live streams mostly as a recording, but in most cases I can't actually focus for long enough to watch a full live stream recording. That's one of the reasons why I wanted my Mass Effect playthrough videos to not be stretched out, all of them, to 3+ hours of duration. Because I want most of you to be able to enjoy them after I finish the live streams. So I'm going to the Glacial Fissure, I think. Glacial Fissure. I think it's that one. Dorian always gets captured. Nice. That's actually true. Should be able to go there, right? We'll see. That's what I do myself, yeah. When it's something long, I usually listen mostly while working or doing something else by myself. For example, podcasts. I never sit down and listen to a podcast just because of the podcast. No, I don't think anybody does that. Usually people do that while traveling or while working on something else. Really? 2 times? I can't remember when was the second time. Can you remind me? When is Torian getting captured? I remember only once on Rishi. Oh. Torian, holy crap. Never mind, I was thinking of... oh, never mind. I was thinking of someone else. What if you can't actually capture Torian because he might be... Spoiler alert. I was thinking of Theron. Because he also gets captured a lot. Or I have that feeling, you know, but he's a spy, he's supposed to get captured, that's his job. But yeah, when you said that, I actually thought about Theron Chan. No, actually, I slept through half of the day. I woke up early this morning around 9. I brought the dog for her daily treatment to the vet. I came back home and I decided, okay, let's have breakfast. Then I'll watch some that 70s show episodes. And somewhere during the middle of the first episode, I've fallen asleep, it seems. And I woke up around 2. in the afternoon.
Cut the garbage. I want an
That's what my
explanation.
Sunday has been so
I can
far.
give you that much.
From 2
but I
to
don't
6
like
I played a
raising
bit
my
of
voice.
Andromeda. I worked on a couple of videos that you will be seeing in the next 2 or 3 days, hopefully. And then after that, I sat down to say hi to you guys.
Anything your friend doesn't already
That's a lovely
know.
Sunday, isn't it?
You know, Grand Champion, you got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you.
Ooh,
eventually.
major spoiler alert.
We should
But
have
I
helped you
did
make
just
a
the
real
same as
mark on the
Hireface did.
galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
I actually chose both of the options for the light side and for the dark side to see them.
We share a name you won't recognize. Geno Harridan. We solve the Republic's problems, remove troublemakers, keep things running smoothly.
No
Bounty
spoilers
hunting
at all,
isn't a
no.
game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
Oh. Oh, really? Dude, you're a silver. Even Scudge can beat you alone without my help. Hey, Corings. Defeat the reinforcements. Alright. Does that guy count as a reinforcement? Probably. There we go. Speak to him.
I owe you.
Hello, dude.
My turn
The
to be
worst
bait,
Mandalorian.
yes.
That should have tipped me off when you said the worst Mandalorian. I was still thinking of Teron.
You able to move out?
Definitely.
This one ain't dead yet.
How? This should have been total overkill.
I totally don't get it why everybody hates Scourge. He's funny. Hell, he's a really cool character.
How many more of you?
One of the
out there
more
haunting
interesting
me?
I
companions.
don't know. I swear. Nobody does.
Oh, congratulations. How did you get it?
First time I've heard of Overseers
Operation
acting in
or
tandem. I want
crap
out.
box?
I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
Ooh, that's very flattering, Jim. Come on, bounty hunters don't
It's too
make
late for regrets.
compromises.
Finished?
Which death was most painful for me in Rogue One? Oh, damn, I don't know.
Grab your gear and get a move on.
Never thought about that.
Killing's over. Wait for us
I would
back
like
at
to
the
say
ship.
Cassian because he was by far my favorite character. But I like the two Guardians as well. And I'm still wondering if I should get that young adults book to read it. About their history. Guardians of the Wills. Use your ship's intercom. Quickest way to my ship. Through my home. Yep. Weird, but that's the way it is. Go to your home so you can go to your ship. What do you mean? You've yet to try Galactic Command. You don't have level 70? Or you haven't bothered actually doing with your Galactic Command ranks? Ooh. You have to show me that stream of that special girl. The only non-SWTOR stream I was watching for quite a while before I actually started jumping into other people's streams and other games was Taoli. I met Taoli's live stream by a random event while I was still streaming to Twitch. Bye-bye, Doc. Thank you for stopping by. And it was lovely seeing you, even though for a brief time. You don't pop in too often lately. I met Taoli's stream by a random event while I was still streaming to Twitch. Someone during my live stream told me, hey, look, there is a big guy in our category here. And at that time, he had some 20,000 viewers streaming something about Star Wars The Old Republic. So because of that, I followed him on Twitch and I was watching his WoW content from time to time. Not because of the game, but I think he used to be a good streamer. I've unfollowed him about a year ago or so because he started selling out too much. Playing a game for being paid to play it, displaying advertisement all over the place. That's really frustrating, damn it. And why am I telling you this? Because why not? That's my microphone. I can tell whatever I want, right? And silly smile here. I can't smile. I can't smile. Silly. Maybe not on purpose. I mean, back to my ship instead of just goofing around. You can't actually really do Galactic Command because you have no subscription. Does that mean you don't have a level 70 yet? You haven't had a chance to do the story? You should do the story. The story of Eternal Throne is good for the first 2 runs when you experience the light side and the dark side. After that, for me, But the first 2 runs, while you're actually going for the story, it's really good and interesting.
Glad to see you both made it back okay.
Oh, relic for a tank? Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that one of the worst upgrades? Depending, of course, which relic it is.
Thanks. We back on the hunt?
We'll
Not
head out
yet.
after a little R&R. I think it's deserved.
Seconded.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
16 level 70s? Wow. Oh, Fallen Empire. Okay, I can understand not doing Fallen Empire. So damn close. I'll give it my best to try and reach level 50 today because I thought about ending the stream, but no, I want to show you the damn armor, the damn outfit. Ivan hasn't popped up yet. He is the person who made me a gift so long ago in the beginning of this Bounty Hunt Origin Story series. He sent me that special armor outfit that I really, really wanted to have. Travel to Voss. Let's begin the Voss part. Where the hell was Voss? Ah. Was that a question for me? I'm on the Relic Clip server. I haven't done such a test in a while. Would you guys mind doing a test for me, please? Very quick and easy. I want to check the delay without actually having to count down and do the math for myself. So tell me when you hear that sentence right now.
Oh, you want me to call you mommy?
The Empire graciously welcomes you to Voss Orbital. Ambassador Yoran deeply regrets that he was unable to greet you personally. I've been instructed to emphasize the delicate situation you're walking into.
Ooh,
before
about
you
20
head to the
seconds,
surface.
if I
The
calculated
ambassador is
correctly.
concerned that your business
Nice.
could jeopardize
20
the
seconds
Empire's
is not bad.
interests on Voss.
My employer
Very
would
decent
argue
for normal
otherwise.
communication.
It's just that your kind aren't known for stepping lightly. You understand?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The Voss are stubbornly
Okay, for some of you
isolationist
guys,
and
the delay seemed to be
abundantly aware
bigger.
of their own value to the Republic and the Empire. It is
Don't throw
vital
me,
that the
dude.
Empire
You're on the same
works with you
server
well.
as me.
You must remain on your best behavior.
Are you trying to make that the most popular question? No. I still think that the most popular question should be, what's Vulkk wearing? Despite the fact that I actually do less and less number of videos with Vulkk lately, my main character.
You'll mix peacefully with the enemy here.
Why no cookies? There are plenty of cookies on the Relic Clips. Just come here, we'll show you.
Also,
I mean,
outsiders are barred
I'll
from
show you.
Oscar proper.
I don't know about the others.
Should I be taking notes?
No, those are the only specific points. Just use common sense. I will let
Due to
Ambassador
audio
Yoran
equipment
know to
bullshit,
expect you.
yeah, I can
Head to his
totally
office once
understand
you
your
can.
reason, Rabbit
Have a
Games.
safe visit.
Have you found a different game for yourself to play now?
Oh, we're
Hey Mika, how are you doing?
Ain't that a shame?
Try to behave. I'm not busting you out of prison again.
Ain't nobody gonna put me away.
Oh, I have a video about that. Please find it. It's actually a rather long video from the first moments when the lightsaber was released. It's by far my favorite weapon. And in that video overview, you hear how I obtained it because I didn't loot it myself. I opened the hypercrate and I couldn't. You hear my observations of how it looks, how it sounds, how it behaves. Regardless of how you obtain an Arbiter's lightsaber, it's always good to have one. How many characters? That's a question I can answer actually. There is no way for you to know. Currently I have 22. I used to have 23, but the 23rd was automatically created level 60 gunslinger that I made for a tutorial video more than a year ago when 4.0 launched, and I wanted to show my audience how to use the token. I never played with that gunslinger, so a year later I was allowed to delete the character and get back the token. So now I have 22 characters, 26 slots I believe, and 2 tokens.
You came promptly. Thank the stars. The less time you spend mixing with the locals, the better. I trust my aide was quite explicit in informing you of the need for discretion here.
Ooh, Witcher 3. For one reason or another, on the last week or so, most of the comments on my channel have been on my Witcher videos. I don't know what's happening and why. I haven't put out new Witcher videos in a while, but I'm preparing. As soon as I get my new video card, I will resume doing Witcher content live on stream, because I've never showed New Game Plus in the new version of New Game Plus, you know, with the higher levels and the cap being 100. I want to do that for myself for the first time with Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine. Never beaten the bosses in New Game Plus after the release of the Blood and Wine. I don't think it will be different. Everything in the normal New Game Plus is still the same, easy as fuck. But it's only easy when you have experience. I shouldn't really make an understatement about the difficulty of the game.
Intelligence suspects that she's behind the guerrilla attacks on our forces here.
It's definitely time to try them. It's not certain if you like them, it's even less certain if you have time to finish them, because even though I've played several times through all of the content of The Witcher 3, I still haven't seen everything. There are so many variations, so many split-ups, so many different decisions, and even quests that I probably haven't even discovered yet. Not that I don't want to, they're just spread all over the world randomly.
Transmit the evidence to my frequency.
I'll check back in when I got something.
And for a serious playthrough of the game with the 2 expansions, you definitely want to do the 2 expansions after you finish the game. It will require at least 50-60 hours by absolute minimum if you play on the lowest difficulty, which means just going through the story of the game without bothering with gearing up and other side things. When will I be level 50? Come on! Did I hear about... No? Tell me, tell us, why was Vader not on Scarif? He was busy hacking and slashing?
Vehicle paths are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I said that in my Mass Effect Andromeda overview from a couple of days ago on that video. Why I thought the story of Mass Effect was less than what I expected, because somehow I put myself in a position to expect Mass Effect to be a Witcher kind of a game. Long, incredibly complex, and living and breathing story related to all the side quests. And while the Mass Effect Andromeda story is good and interesting, it gets way more interesting as you keep progressing through it, because it starts very slow. It still doesn't live up to my expectations, being a Witcher 3 quality story game. Don't lynch me. I'm a desperate Witcher fan. I'm also a Mass Effect fan, but not to that extent. Third level 70. As a matter of fact, I actually don't have many level 70s. I think I have 4 or maybe 5 characters level 70. Only 2 of them have done the second expansion. The second chapter expansion. The other map data. Okay. Have I told you before, guys? I love Voss up until the dreaded... what was the region here? Nightmare Lands. The name of my previous server. Before Bioware closed it and transferred all of us to the Red Eclipse. I love all of it with an exception of the Nightmare Lands. What's the problem with accidentally starting Macabre? You can just go back and do something else. Macabre doesn't actually prevent you from coming back. What's the problem with it? Unless Bioware changed something without me noticing. From the noob to the hero. Yeah, but that wasn't a surprise. That's not the reason why I felt the story was a little bit short on my expectations. Macabre is also very good for quick leveling. If you want to level, just go to Macabre at the earliest level possible. I think it's still 47. There we go! Vulkk is now, Burzo is now level 50. Without doing the story, I will quickly jump and show you the outfit that I've been waiting to put on for so long. The next live stream will probably show us the ending of Voss, and depending on how much time I have, I might actually be able to go through Corellia as well. And, oh, okay, we won't read the level 50 upgrades. Or, okay, just so they stop showing. There we go. Now, let's see, where is that magical outfit? Oh, please tell me it's here somewhere. Where the hell is it? Did I transfer it to another character and forgot about that? Whoa, that would be a disaster. Oh no, that's the one. No! 56! Oh. Oh. Okay. It seems I won't be able to equip that. Probably not until I finish the story. But I can at least demonstrate to you guys what set I wanted to use. Damn it. Why did I remember it's level 50? It's actually level 56. And I think I can scale up this one a little bit. Okay, like this. So I can really show you the beauty of this thing. These things light up properly when you use rocket boost. Just an amazing outfit. I think it was Kulumi. I don't remember the color scheme. It's either Kulumi or Rakata. But it's definitely one of the best looking heavy armor sets for a bounty hunter. Kulumi and Rakata, Kulumi not so much because of the weird color schemes on most classes, but the level 50 endgame Rakata gear was by far the best design I've ever seen from the developers of this game. Vader wasn't on Scarif because he doesn't like sand. That's actually good. I was expecting something completely different. Vulkk was doing only main story and without too many boosts and legacy perks. That's probably why he's here at level 50. Okay, ending up the live stream. I've had a lovely time on this Sunday afternoon. Thank you guys for joining me. And, oh, crap, I forgot. Let's do this. To everybody who's not my patron, you probably don't care about what's coming, but if you're my patron, stay around because I have the monthly giveaway for March. I have 2 hypercrates to give away, guys, and I would like to do that right now, live. So I don't have to create a random new mini stream and show it off. I will just do it right in the ending of this one, if you don't mind. Come on, Excel. Load up. There it is. So I should switch to that screen probably. Hello. And what we have here from number 1 to number... I know that it expired. I won't be upgrading. Good afternoon, good night, and goodbye to everybody who's leaving. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. So we've got 143 position for my patrons, and I'm not going to describe again how it's done. I'm just going to use random org to draw 2 winners. And we've got these simple rules to obey. Where the hell are my rules? Ah, there we go. Winners from the previous month cannot win another thing in the next month. So this means that for the upcoming month, I won't be able to give gifts to... Oh, come on. I've deleted those. Okay. Let me switch to the game back because I have something to check up on. Something that involves personal names and personal details that I don't want everybody to see. Let's see. I did some changes to the spreadsheet and I've deleted some important information. Silly me. I have to find who were the 3 winners for the Hypercrates from last month. There we go. Oh, cool. So we've got the 3 winners, Angela, Michael, and Sharon, winning for the previous month. Which means those 3 folks will not be allowed to win a Hypercrate this month. Which in one way is probably discouraging, but I really hope that you guys accept and realize what the reason is. I don't want someone to be extremely lucky and pick up 2 or 3 rewards in 3 months in a row. Now we've got numbers to draw from 1 to 143, right? That was the highest number for March, 143. And let's see. Winner number 1, number 53, number 53, number 53 is 24 Fan Lover. If you're still around, mate, you were around earlier. Congratulations, you're the first winner of a Star Wars The Old Republic Hypercrate for March. You're still my patron, so you obviously not be allowed to win next month, which doesn't mean drop your Patreon support. Let's see another one. Oh, number 3. That's a small number. Number 3 is Christopher Hamelin, second winner for the Hypercrate. If I'm not mistaken, both of you guys didn't win the previous month. So that's what we've got, Christopher and 24. So I'm gonna list here the names and... Christopher, thank you guys for being my patrons and for your loyal support. Both of you have been supporting me for a while now. And of course, everybody else. I would like to say welcome back to Corey, who left less than a month ago and returned just yesterday. Welcome back if you're watching this video. I'm thankful for you coming back, whatever your reason was for leaving. To everybody else, well, I will see you next month with the next reward, unless I come up with some extra Cartel coins during April, and I would be able, of course, to do an extra giveaway. Depending on the amount of Cartel coins I have at the end of April, I will be able to give 2 or 3 Hypercrates for your patronage and support for the next month, guys. With this, I'm going to have some... Oh, dog walk first, and then dinner. And of course, I have to put that information on my Patreon feed and on the Patreon Discord. Oh, quick question. Okay, hi Flozzy. How long is the wait time for referral links? I haven't played for like 2 months, and I say referral link already exists. I think it's 90 days, so 3 months it should be. Unless Bioware changed it, it used to be 90 days cooldown. If you've been a referral of mine, tell me your name. If you don't want to make it publicly, send me a personal message somewhere where it says Vulkk, and tell me what's your forum name for Star Wars The Old Republic, and I'll check when exactly is the date when you used the referral link first. If I'm not your referral, then ask whoever's links you used. Bye guys, see you soon.